You're recording?
I think so.
Oh, alright.
I don't remember. Oh yeah, I'm recording.
Hey YouTube, it's Andrew the Bearded Giant.
Hey YouTube, it's Gary, the bearded woodworker.
And I came down to Gary's for Christmas, and I brought him my old Harbor Freight Chicago Electric Flux Core 125 welder. So now Gary can learn to weld himself.
Well, I'm not going to weld myself, but I'm going to learn to weld. Yeah, so I also got some goodies too, knowing that I would get it. I got a welding helmet and some gloves and stuff too, so it's pretty exciting. But all I have is this wooden workbench, and Andrew was very kind and brought a kind of thin gauge piece of, is that galvanized?
It is galvanized.
A piece of metal. We're going to attempt to place it on my wooden bench top here, and we're going to see if we can't bend the edges because it hangs over about 3 inches on either side. We can bend each edge, then it kind of lays flat, it doesn't stick out, and it looks like it was meant to be. So how are we going to do that?
Well, I was sort of thinking we could try some 4x4s or 2x4s and clamp it and try to use the table as a sheet metal brake and see if we can't bend it. And if we mess up one side too bad, we'll just cut it off.
We can cut it off. Yeah, we've got 6 inches to play with.
Yeah.
I don't mind that it doesn't bend over, but if it bends over, at least will stay in place.
Yeah, yeah.
But worst comes to worst, I get a cutting wheel, we cut it to size, and it just lays on. So we just want I want a smooth metal surface so my wooden table doesn't catch on fire when I'm trying to weld stuff.
Yeah, it'll be nice that you can, it's big enough, you could do some pretty good welding projects and not worry about scorching your wood top workbench.
Yeah, yeah. And I think most of the stuff I'm going to do would be, metal legs or something to do with furniture, so I think that's a great size.
Brackets or random shop improvement stuff.
Yep. All right, let's give it a try.
So originally I got 3 drops from an outfit that does heating and cooling because I was going to put a wood stove in my shed and I wanted a metal back piece to the stove so I don't, for safety reasons. But if I end up putting a small wood stove, I think I'll just do that corrugated metal roof. I think that'd look pretty slick. So anyway, yeah, this will work out great for what Gary has to do.
Yeah. So I'm going to clamp the back end here. So when we try to bend it, it's not going to start sliding and move everywhere. Just using some of these C-clamps. And then Andrew's going to clamp down a 4x4, the straight edge, basically, too, to help it from buckling, I think, this way when we're pounding out. Never upstage the giants.
Yeah, I'm so slender. Gary will block me. His
Well, the beard sometimes just takes over the whole screen.
Gonna have to bend slightly by doing that. I think it's a better idea.
There you go. Put the ass into it. Look at it bounce.
Kind of getting it.
Kinda. Yeah, it's dinging the snarl while. I think scoring it would have been
Yeah, good idea.
the wise thing to do. Thanks, Mom. My new safety goggles. I ain't doing shit, man.
Cutting blade that's this size. Here, let me hold this for you, Gary, and you just pound the heck out of it. Ready?
I'm shielding my eyes so I don't get anything in my eyes. I don't know. It's moving my wood. I think if we bend one side, that'd be great. Well, we gave up on it. Andrew the Bearded Giant had to leave with his 3-hour drive home. He's on call for work duty. So I think what I'm going to do is just cut it to size. We're not going to deal with folding it over the edges. There's got to be a better technique, but I just don't have the tools to do it. So I'm going to undo these clamps, flush it up with the edge, put the clamps back down, and then I'll score it, and then we'll just cut it. Well, I did it again. I put the camera on pause while I went to go get something to cut this metal, and I forgot to unpause it and record. I tried using a pair of tin snips, which this is way too thick of a gauge to do it, so that was kind of a comical thing we missed. And I ended up using my jigsaw with the metal cutting blade, went right through that stuff, no problem. So, didn't end up bending it, just ended up cutting it and fitting it on top of my table. So now I have a metal flat surface for when I start welding, it's not catching my table on fire. So keep an eye out for some new videos of me welding for the first time using the Chicago Electric. Thanks, Andrew, for helping me get started on this. Thank you for the welder. Thank you for the piece of metal for my table. And we'll see if I can do as good of a job as you did on my first time welding video. Thanks for watching. Happy New Year, everybody. 2019, here we come. Thanks for watching. I'm Gary, the Bearded Woodworker. I'm out. Like, subscribe. I mean, it feels like it's just a 1 pound, but
It's actually Thor's hammer, and only those who are righteous can lift it.
see?